I don't know what that riff that Frank is playing, but
You
it's
don't know
very.
them? Riders on the Stone.
Oh, is that what it is? Going back to our pick one, kick one from last episode.
That's right.
Which was yesterday, and 2 in a row. How about this for everybody?
It was 2 in a row. That was weird, huh?
My goodness. My goodness.
I had fun. It was a fun episode. Go back, check it out.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I had a great time. Yes, go back and check it out. Facebook, YouTube, all the places.
We got
Spotify.
another game today, too.
Yes. Put a finger down. Put a finger down if you plan on sticking around for the end of the episode when we play Put a Finger Down.
Which one should I put down?
Yeah, this is the one. What do you put down first? It's kind of confusing. Frank, I think we have a Hampton-centric episode here because Alec Baldwin resides in the Hamptons, and then he just got off his case for the Rust shooting. So how about that?
How about that?
JLO got some ice cream in the Hamptons. Ooh, we'll talk about
what flavor.
I know. Oh, we have all the details. We have all the juicy details. The royal family has nothing to do with the Hamptons other than rich douchebags, so that's kind of a connection, I guess.
Sure.
Speaking of rich douchebags, could you imagine a $600 million wedding?
No, I cannot imagine that. I can't imagine a $600 million anything.
Somebody just had one. And we're going to share that with you. And it's not the Hamptons, but it's a hamster down some dude's pants in Ohio. So
I don't think there's a P in hamster.
Hamster?
I think it's just hamster.
No, there's an extra
It's not like
T.
dumpster. It's not dumpster. It's
hamster?
Hamster. And there's another. Yeah, you got it. I would take out the P and the T. You put 2 extra letters in there, buddy.
I would take out the host, to be honest with you. What was down his pants? What hamper sister?
A hamper.
Hamper sister.
Hamster sister. Hamster sister. Look at all those consonants. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consonants in a row. I don't think hamster has 5 consonants. It's a good try, though. We all knew what you were talking about.
Oh, God. Notice something about our little rundown over here. What's missing?
Presidential stuff.
Thank God.
We'll bring it up somehow.
No, please, no. I feel like we need a what do they call that? A ceasefire for a couple of for an episode.
I'm fine with that. I'm not the one that makes this thing. Now you bring it up, I'll talk about it.
No, I know, I know, but listen, I don't choose it over what my favorite thing in the world to talk about is. I choose it over what's the biggest, I know. We're
not going to talk about the big boy press conference.
No, we did last night. We did last episode. We were there for it. I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but prior to the episode, but
I was drunk for the last episode. I don't remember any of it. I don't know what you're talking about.
We did go over all the things, all the snafus, the Zelensky thing, and all the other jazz. Oh, that was prior to the big boy conference, but
right.
Anyway, don't stop pulling me in. We're moving past it.
You brought it up. You brought it up again. You said, "Look what's missing from the rundown." That's bringing it up.
I only brought it up to say I'm not going to bring it up.
That makes perfect sense. Alec Baldwin.
Let's go, baby. All right, over there in Santa Fe, which honestly is punishment enough. I mean, who the hell wants to live over in Santa Fe?
Santa Fe, I just picture just a hot desert. Am I wrong?
Dust and dirt everywhere.
Cacti and tumbleweeds.
Yes.
Is what I picture. I picture the set of Tremors, the movie Tremors.
Yes.
That's what I picture.
Yes. I picture.
Wrong? Anybody from Santa Fe in the chat?
My old pal Joe Show is from Santa Fe. That's why I threw that out there, because I was just, if she's watching or listening. Yeah, she lives in Santa Fe, so I thought I'd shit on her city. See if I can get her to say hello to me. That's all.
Yeah, let's see how many more cities we can, make enemies in. That's fine.
I mean, it's Santa Fe is terrible, but at least it's not Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Pittsburgh. I'm holding my tongue.
Pittsburgh, more like Shitsburg. Am I right, people? Come on.
Send your hate mail this way, buddy, people.
Anyway, he's over there because we've talked about that. I feel like we've talked about this Rust situation, which is so unfortunate at nauseum. But you know the story by now. If you're living under a rock, he's got a weapon on the set. supposed to be filled with dummy rounds. The gun goes off. He says he didn't pull the trigger. It goes through, I believe, the assistant director, and then the girl who was shooting the film, the director of photography, right. And winds up killing her. Poor lady, who was a friend of Baldwin's to begin with. So this whole thing has been terrible.
The whole thing is just a tragedy. It's terrible.
The armorer was found guilty in her trial not too long ago. They were going to bring up charges and they let it go. And then all of a sudden they brought it back again, which I didn't think was necessary, but they were trying to find negligence. They were basically pinning their whole entire case, the prosecution, on the fact that he didn't do his check. He was relying on the armorer only, but when the armorer hands an actor a gun, that they're supposed to do their check as well. And they were trying to prove that he didn't. But what ended up happening was the prosecution had some evidence, the bullets. They didn't provide it to the defense team. It was brought up today. I don't know if you want to say out of nowhere, but I guess whenever it came time to they were discussing that particular piece of evidence, it was brought up by the defense, and they said, you got to dismiss this case as a mistrial. The judge heard the argument. You know, she went back, did her thing, came back out and said, we're dismissing this trial because the prosecution didn't provide the evidence to the defense within a timely manner. I mean, 101 in defense. I mean, we're not lawyers, and anybody who watches My Cousin Vinny once knows.
It's called disclosure, you dickhead. That's. I mean, we all know that.
Everybody knows that, right?
Honestly, get everything go. I don't know how much time they had to prepare for this stuff, for this trial, but I feel like they had some time.
It's called disclosure, you dickhead.
Hey,
yeah,
found it.
If it's on a drop on our little soundboard, you know, everybody knows it. So
right,
weird. And so he got let go, and he cried like a bitch. Just sobbing.
It's an emotional thing. It's you know, your friends, you know, trial that they're accusing you of killing your friend. That's an emotional thing. I get that. I don't fault the guy for crying. You know,
real men don't cry. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. No, you know what? It's fine that he got a little emotional. I get it, but his wife, I don't know. I don't like her.
I know nothing about her. To be honest, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup, and I don't think I've ever heard her say more than 2 words. I feel like there was one time where she said something in like maybe they were in a park and the paparazzi came up to them. I don't know. But other than that, I don't remember anything.
You don't remember she claimed to be from like Spain, and she turned out she was from Boston. She was pretending to be like Spanish speaking, that she didn't know what like a cucumber was, like how to say cucumber. It was just very strange. She was very, very strange for a little while there.
Cucumber is a weird word. Anyway.
Yeah, trying to get attention. But I think when they read the case out, like he got emotional, and then like she started like breaking down and crying with the tears, and I was just like, ugh, all right. I can understand it's your husband, but it's not you. Like, let it go.
You wouldn't cry if your wife was on, you know, got you know, if this happened to your wife. Yeah,
I probably would, but I'm not an asshole who makes up shit about being from one place and pretends like they can't speak English.
Especially not Pittsburgh.
I genuinely can't. I can't spell English. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not out here pretending like.
No, you're bad at spelling, but. I like the Hampster.
Hampster. To be honest, pants, it's all very confusing. There's a lots of T's and S's in pants too.
There's one of each. You think you're overreacting on that one.
I'm trying.
You can't save your hamster.
Pulling a hole. Oh, that's the other thing. Her name is Hilaria. It's like, okay, either you're Hillary or you're Gloria. There's no.
Or you're hilarious.
Yes. You can't smash them together. And they're having a reality show now, too. They're going to have their own reality show on TLC because they have like 47 kids.
Are they starting to, did they start filming that? Is that happening? When is that coming out?
I don't know, because all I know is they put a promo on Instagram. It's strange. The whole thing is very weird. But Alec Baldwin will sleep in his own bed. He won't have to go to prison. I mean, how could you got to be dumb. I mean, granted, it's Santa Fe. So I don't think that's the height of the legal profession. You know, nobody goes, I want to grow up and practice law in Santa Fe.
I mean, where was Better Call Saul? I think that may have been around. Is that Albuquerque? I think that was Albuquerque.
I think you're right. I think it was in somewhere
New
over
Mexico,
there.
I think.
I hear it's gorgeous though. Not all joking
I'm sure
aside.
it's fine.
Yeah. I was in Arizona once. I fucking loved it.
That's what people say. Arizona and Colorado. Those are two underrated states.
Yeah. Yeah, they really are.
Right.
Do you think if you lived in like Arizona or like Wyoming, you would become a Republican?
No.
Current nominee aside?
No.
No.
Like if I picked up right now and all of a sudden I lived in Wyoming, I want to change my political.
No, but let me rephrase it. If we picked you up out of New York right now, we put you in a deep Republican state, and then after 10 years of living there, do you think you would see the world differently than you do now?
I might see the world differently, but I don't think I would change my political. I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years, how things are going to shift in the country, but I don't see myself changing politically. Yeah.
Lindarella lived there for 5 years. I don't know if that's Santa Fe or Arizona or Colorado. We brought up a lot of places.
I think she might be thinking Santa Fe, which is great. It's beautiful.
Do you remember Santa Fe Steakhouse? That was good.
That sounds familiar.
What happened to that place?
Good question.
I feel like Santa Fe Steakhouse was at the top of the world, and then all of a sudden Outback came along and just blew them out of the water. Like, what makes you think, oh, I can make steak better than your steak? It's not like I don't know. It's not a hard.
You have to be consistent is the thing. You have to have it.
Yeah.
If you're a chain, you got to have the same recipe. You got to have the cooks making the same thing every time. You start slacking, it's not going to be good.
Yeah. And also that bloomin' onion, which I don't think is that good. I never really enjoyed the bloomin' onion.
I mean, it's onion, which is a negative for me, but you fry anything, I'm eating it.
Oh, I fucking do love fried stuff.
Yeah.
I had a fried shrimp taco the other day, dude. I was just.
See, they should take a taco like that and just dip the whole taco in batter and fry the whole thing. Is that a thing? Do people do that?
I don't think so. Why haven't we fried a taco yet?
I don't know. You fry the taco shell. You fry maybe the meat that goes in it, but that's it.
All right.
You dip the whole thing in batter.
Stop the episode. Let's move the thing. Let's focus on this. I think you're really onto something here. I think you've got something.
A deep fried taco?
What's the negatives to this? I mean, you have to keep it shut. How do you keep it shut?
Egg wash? Like you would like a dumpling, you know?
That's what I was thinking too. No, that's what I was thinking too. And I was like, this is a non-chef answer. Like a chef is going to go, this fucking idiot. Or paint it with some egg wash, maybe.
Or you have like a soft shell taco, which is already closed.
Yeah.
You know, almost like a burrito.
Oh, wait.
You dip that in batter and you fry that whole thing.
Oh, wait. You said
like
batter.
A wonton. Yeah.
Okay. I got worried because I'm like, wait, if you put a soft shell taco in a fryer, it's just going to be a hard shell taco. But you're talking about putting it in batter. You think putting a hard shell taco in batter? Was that your first idea?
That was the initial idea. You take the whole hard shell taco with all the stuff in it. You dip the whole thing in batter. So now the whole thing is covered in batter. Somehow, I guess on like tongs or something, you put it in the fryer carefully, and just the whole thing would be encased in a batter shell.
Put it in carefully. That was my favorite part.
I don't know how, a taco's fragile to begin with, but then now you got to deep fry it. It gets kind of violent in there. I don't know how it would stay together, but I think there's a way to do it. Diane says a deep fried burrito is a chimichanga.
Oh, shit. All right. So maybe somebody already kind of thought of this.
Ahead of us. Okay.
Damn it.
But taco, I do love take a hard shell taco, and you dip it all in. No? Or you close up some of it.
But that's the thing. Okay, all right, let's go with your hard shell taco idea. How do you keep all the stuffing in there?
Here's what I'm thinking. All right, so picture the hard shell taco as like a half circle, right? The open half, the open side. You make a taco shell. I mean, you would have to custom make taco shells that have some of it closed, and you just like fill it in like you're stuffing it, you know?
Okay. You're saying like a pita-shaped taco shell. Just got a little hole where you drop stuff in.
I guess so. Yeah. Regular taco shell, you just close 75% of the open part of the taco.
We're talking about this like it's a stadium that has a roof to it.
Yeah. It has a retractable shell and fake grass inside. I think that's something. Next barbecue, we're doing deep fried tacos.
Because what kind of a batter are we talking about? An onion ring batter or like a doughy batter, like a little doughier than an onion ring?
I would think onion ringy. I would think the way you would fry it, like you would fry. I don't know.
Well, because like you ever go to like a fusion place and they have like those like wonton tacos where it's like a wonton shell fried and they put some ahi tuna in there.
No.
You never had that?
I don't think I have.
Oh,
doesn't sound familiar.
Delightful. Absolutely delightful.
We opened a taco place, and when we deep frying everything. Everything's deep fried.
I think we should open a place and just call it deep fried everything.
I'm in.
It's tacos and it's pizza and Twinkies, all the normal
Bring
stuff.
something in, we'll deep fry it for you. You bring in your own food.
Whatever you're gonna bring it.
Yeah, just bring it over. You got, a wedding cake. We'll deep fry that son of a bitch. Drop it right in. I don't care. $10.
That's gotta be the commercial. You got a wedding cake? We'll deep fry that son of a bitch.
Deep fry that fucker. Well, let's go.
We got a lot of fry. Look, there's not even an oven back here. It's just all fryers.
It's just a big room full of fryers. We have cold water buckets in case things get out of hand. And you dip a hand in there. We don't want that. We'll just dump you with cold water.
Yeah.
I think, it won't be the healthiest place in the world.
No, but Robin says, let's put it on a truck. I think that might be something. Here's the thing with deep fried foods,
I'm not sitting in a truck with you. With everything deep fried, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
It's gonna be a nightmare. But you like those foods, I don't think you could eat those foods on like Valentine's Day. That's like a summertime, like Zeppelis and
deep fried oysters and chocolate and champagne. Can you deep fry liquid? I don't think so.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
All right.
Deep fried ice cream, though, is good as all shit. You ever have that?
That's true. Yes. Oreos. Very few things you can't deep fry, food wise.
I know, it's lovely. That's why food never lets you down. It's spectacular. You can't deep fry an iPad. I'll tell you that.
You can. It's just, why would you?
It won't go well. Let's talk about the royal family there, Frankie C. Supposedly, the royal family is being urged to sever all ties with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and they say that it's Prince William who is behind the ban, that he's had enough.
Wow. You banned.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, what was there a latest infractions,
right? I don't think so. I think it was the cancer scare with the wife there and them trying to reach out, and I think they were like, oh, we had to find out through the media, and I don't know if he maybe didn't appreciate that,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on, our royal family correspondent chiming in. He definitely is confirmed.
Okay, yeah, Erin does follow the royal family pretty closely.
Yeah,
she would be the resident expert here at the AOA podcast.
I think I did read that they were trying to like make their way back in, Meghan and Harry. They were trying to like make amends somehow and put it all back together. Oh, that was it. Since I think they were like, they were worried about her. They were like reaching out, like trying to get back involved.
On its surface, that sounds nice. No.
Yeah,
hey,
of course.
We want to make up. We want to, be a family, that kind of thing. Unless there's some ulterior motive, like, hey, we want all our royal stuff back.
It just feels like, and I'd love to get Aaron's opinion on this too, like William is following his oh, perfect. Aaron is here. Aaron,
yeah.
Tell me if I'm crazy, but it feels like William is following his crotchety old father, whereas Harry is more of like Diana.
No. William is both of them. Harry is none of them. he's just, he said he was leaving. He wrote a book. He went on Oprah. He said that his family, and then he said that he wouldn't say who the people who he claimed in the family were racists were. Right. Then one of the books, a translation, suddenly has the names Catherine and his father. And now he's like, all these things are happening and you're not inviting me. And it's like, dude, you left and you threw a match behind you and the house exploded and you're like, I don't understand. Why don't they like me? Yeah. And William is doing what his father can't, because fathers can't say you're not welcome back. But brothers who are incredibly angry with their younger brothers and will someday have to lead a country can. That's my opinion.
Interesting. Okay. So you're saying William is like the both of them and Harry is like none of them.
Yeah, I just don't understand why Harry thought that this was a good idea. He's like, I'm going to take Hollywood by storm despite never having acted, despite not knowing anybody, you know, and I'm going to move to a country where royalty, you actually cannot be a royal.
Not yet.
Right.
We don't, you know, and it's wait, what?
No, I said not yet.
Oh, right. But I can't understand his choices, and I can't understand his how he doesn't understand how things work, and he fascinates me, but in a grotesque way.
Well, don't you think it's because he's handed everything his entire life, and he probably thought, I can do this? I mean, he's had a false sense of, you know.
So why wouldn't you stay with it? You don't even have to lead the country. You can just be. You know what I mean? Like, William's the one who has to do all the paperwork. He just had to be. In England, he was like the biggest thing. And then he met this woman who was like, you know what's even bigger? Moving to America. And you know, it feels like the underpants gnomes from South Park. It's like steel underpants, ? Profit. There was no middle part.
There's no plan. There's no anything.
Yeah.
And now he wants to come back. You know, and also the other thing is that even though, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say here. No one could have bet that his father and his sister-in-law would get so ill that everybody would rally. Like, he really looks bad now. Like, nobody had that on their bingo card, both of them. So now he really looks like a cad. And now he's like, you know what would be great? Everything that I had. And it's like, but you can't. And
you kind of screwed that over. Yeah, burnt that bridge pretty good.
So you think that's why he's going back, because he's regretting everything? Are they out of money? Are they running out of money, you think?
I think they're running out of money. And I also think that they also are not beloved here. So it's just like, what are your options? And it just, I mean, can you imagine? I think about them sometimes, you know, all going to Balmoral. They just take some time off, I think in the summer or the spring, and they just don't do any royal engagements, and they all get together and they, you know, they have campfires and they have like soccer games, and they just have like a lot of fun. And, you know, I just remember being like, I want to go, and I've never been, so I can't even imagine how he must feel, you know, like giving all that up. I don't know.
Right.
It wasn't.
He doesn't get to do any of that anymore.
No.
I bet he's.
It wasn't a bad gig what he had, and he threw it away with both hands. And, you know, everybody, it's like a bad movie. You know, I expect him to be walking in the rain while the Charlie Brown theme plays, you know, or not Charlie Brown, you know, Christmas time is here, you know, just sadly, I don't know. It's fascinating.
Walking away. Well, because I think that's another situation where his wife got him. I think his wife got him. I think he got everything his whole life. And then his wife comes in with the whole, you don't need these people and all that jazz. And, you know.
Yeah, she is the worst. I mean, I remember somebody saying, a Yoko Ono, I saw a meme where Yoko Ono was like, John, you should leave the Beatles. And she was like, hold my beer. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
imagine being a prince and being like, I can actually, you know, like, imagine marrying a prince and be like, not good enough. It's like, what? There are like literally like 7.5, you know, whatever, how many people in the world that are not the spares of England? Like, just marry one of them if you didn't want to be a princess.
Yeah, if you didn't want that life.
Don't you think? And I guess maybe, I don't know if they maybe. By the way, Robin says not happy campsters. Fucking,
Robin is amazing.
Don't you think? I know, isn't he good? Don't you think?
He's really funny.
Don't you think his dad is like sneaking him money? Don't you think somebody is like sneaking him money?
I think that he has been, but I think that, I don't know. I think that he's kind of like, there's then there's the saga of Prince Charles, who was like, I'm the prince. And then he married somebody and everybody was like, we don't care about you. We only care about Diana. And then he's like, okay, I'll marry, I'll divorce her. And they're like, no, you're terrible. And it's like, I'm going to marry this woman that nobody likes. And it's like, okay. And then it's like, and then the first wife is going to die tragically and everyone's going to hate me. And it's like, cool. And then it's like, and my mother I'm going to become king when I think I'm 73 and only have a few years to enjoy it. Like, I just feel, there was this joke in Veep that he's like the world's oldest intern. And the tragedy of him being like, so now he gets to be king and his first thing on his docket is like, do I exile my son? Like, that's not fair. Even if you don't like him, it's a lot.
Right.
Well, what's William going to do? Because let's say he does stay out the whole time. When King Charles goes, does he bring Harry back into the fold?
Absolutely not. There's no reconciliation, and it's not even possible. I mean, I would take a lot of money that we have in the bank, Frank. Sorry for not consulting you on this, and put that he will never return. He's so angry with him. I mean, can you imagine if your sibling put all this stuff in a book, went on Oprah, said that you guys were an institution, not a family, saying that your wife was a racist, your father was a racist, and every single, and then he said this terrible stuff about how Kate, his brother, because he was going to become king. I keep calling her Kate, even though she doesn't like that. She prefers Catherine. So Catherine, he was like, he had to marry someone who fit the mold. It didn't matter if he loved her or not. And it's just sort of like, what a slap in the face to be like, Catherine, he's like, I had the right to marry whoever I wanted because she didn't have to become queen. He had to marry somebody who fit the mold. And, I just can't even imagine how hurt you guys would be if someone said that about your wives. You don't really love them. They're just cookie cutter of what the country needed. He's just so angry. And that's the other thing about William. He's like his grandmother. He puts it first. Something really great about Queen Elizabeth. Love her or hate her. I know she's a divisive figure, but she definitely didn't put anything above her duty and her country, not her family, not herself. She always, and I think that William is going to be like that. I think Charles is like, I've earned this, all the fun stuff. Any court kind of has, but I think William is going to be, of course, his family. He's a wonderful, I know he's a father and he's a husband, but I really think he's not going to be like, he's my brother. Let's let him back in. Let's give him a few easy things to do. Let's, no, never, not ever.
Interesting. Here's another little thing I can't seem to figure out, Aaron. See if you can put this one in perspective. The story came out yesterday. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but it kind of rehashed itself a little bit today. That they're reporting that King Charles bought a condo on Billionaires Row. Did you hear about this?
I don't even know where Billionaires Row is.
57th Street in the city.
Really? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, they call it Billionaires Row because the most billionaires live on that street. So
good to know.
So I just told you that.
Yeah,
King Charles bought a condo on Billionaires Row. How much do you think he spent?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was called Billionaires Row, so I'm playing from behind here.
Yeah.
How much was it?
50 million.
Frank says 50 million. What do you say?
I'll say 80 million.
6 million.
That's it?
Doesn't that seem wrong, right?
That's seems low.
They're like, buy a condo on Billionaires Row. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. I read the article and I'm like, $6 million. What the hell's going on here? What did he
Did anybody in the chat bet $1? Because they won.
They would have won.
Yeah.
Well, here's the weird part about this. The way the deed was written out, like, because they can see who signed the deed, and it's listed as His Majesty the King in right of Canada, represented by the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So they're like, wait, is it a Canada thing then? And so they reached out they called Canada, and they said that Global Affairs Canada recently purchased the unit on 57th Street for use as the official residence of the Consulate General of Canada in New York. But they also said that they said when they asked this person about King Charles's involvement in the transaction, he said that it's standard procedure given the royal status as the head of state of Canada, with Canada being a nation of the British Commonwealth. So his name is used on legal documentation. It's a function of Canada being a constitutional monarchy, according to this guy McGovern, who the New York Post spoke to. And then they reached out to Buckingham Palace for a comment, and they haven't returned a comment on it. It's a 3-bedroom, 4.5 bath apartment. So there's like some debate on why, but it's still under King Charles. It just has that right of Canada bullshit near it.
I honestly, I feel like I have my ear to the ground. I don't know. I have no idea.
Because when I saw that, I thought, oh, maybe he's buying a place for them to make sure they have a place to stay and crash or whatever. Because usually those 57th Street huge buildings, I think it's one of those huge buildings. I'm not 100% sure though. It's Unit 11A, 111 West 57th Street for anybody who's curious about it.
No idea.
God, they published the address?
Yeah, and the unit number.
Jeez.
Because I guess it's all public record. Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird in its things. But all those buildings have like super, super duper security on them. So.
All right.
Yeah, but it's cool. I don't understand the modus operandi. I don't understand the end game for that, but.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking about this, I'm gonna skip JLO for a second because I want to talk about this insane wedding. That's a $600 million wedding.
Who spends 600 million? Who are these people that spend 600 million on a wedding?
Okay, so the couple is Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant.
Okay.
They, by the way, Kim Kardashian was there. I feel like she's fucking everywhere. Like she's just like, are there going to be cameras and a lot of money? I'm going.
But she doesn't even know them.
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
No, I don't think so. But I feel like she just pops up at shit all the time. Priyanka Chopra and like a bunch of other people.
Sorry.
What's so funny about Priyanka Chopra?
She's another one, I feel.
Oh, like a shit. Okay. Ivanka Trump was there, and so was Mark Zuckerberg. They let me see here. They got engaged in December of 2023. They had a pre-wedding party in March, which was attended by 1,200 guests. They invited 800 people to embark on a 4-day European cruise along the Mediterranean coast. That's like
600 million.
And 800 people. So figure all those things. Their festivities rolled on earlier this month with a mass wedding for more than 50 other couples at a private Haldi ceremony. I'm assuming that's some sort of Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever, not Catholic thing. Sorry, I'm Catholic. I don't know all the other religions. Their main wedding kicks off on Friday, today, at the World Convention Center in Mumbai.
Main wedding.
Yeah, because so it's like if we let J-Sabs plan a wedding, she would make it wedding month, and I think that's what they've done. They've made it like wedding month. The groom's father is a billionaire, Mukesh Ambani, who's the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries. His mother is a philanthropist. Mukesh, 67, has already gifted the couple an $80 million 10-bedroom villa on the Palm Jumeirah in Dubai.
Jeez, what the hell?
Which has its own private beach. As for the bride,
so if I were invited, I can't put like $150 in an envelope.
I don't think you could put a 150 in there. Yeah, you need more than $150 to roll into that wedding.
Like per plate? What do you think? Like you go, can I bring a +1, or is that like an extra like $10 million?
Could you imagine? I don't know. Well, you know what's weird too at these things? They always go, "Don't bring a gift." They always tell you not to bring a gift at these like crazy weddings.
You can't bring. What can you bring that would be? I don't think there's anything physical that you could walk up to them with and hand them. That would, unless it's like the heart of the ocean. You know, I don't know what the hell you're gonna hand them. That's gonna be.
Can I tell you something?
Expensive enough. What?
I'd roll in there with a toaster. Be like, here you guys go.
4-slot toaster, by the way.
Here's a Breville for you. Top of the line. Not sure if you're aware.
You're not going to get much better than this toaster. I'm telling you.
They didn't even have one in the fucking Bed Bath & Beyond by me. I had to order it online. Okay, that's how big this is.
There was an option to get your initials that could toast right into the toast, but I said that's a little over the top. Let's rein it in a little.
We're not gaudy, let's keep it classy.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. Her parents are excuse me. Her parents are pharmaceutical tycoons.
Okay.
Viren and Shalia merchant. So Lord knows they probably poisoned a bunch of people. Both 29-year-olds reportedly childhood friends. They went on a drive trip with friends and they kind of fell in love. The craziest, fascinating part about this is she is, just picture the most gorgeous Middle Eastern woman that you could find. Okay, maybe her nose is a little pointy, people, but she's beautiful. And he is a Middle Eastern version of Homer Simpson, just with hair, just long hair. Like, he's such a fucking slouch. It's terrible. I can't put, just Google them. Google. Joe. I Google Anant. What the fuck is his name? Hold on. Let me. Yeah. Anant and Ban. Anant. Ambai. Ani. Ambani. So take a look at them.
All right.
All their photos are Getty images, so I can't.
Hey, they're in love. Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, this must be love, because there is, like, he is just, and you know how in like the Middle Eastern is like they wear that like long coat, like it's long down to almost like above their knees.
Yeah.
Like it's that kind of style. Like on a fat dude who looks like an iceberg, it just kind of like, it's not a flattering look for him.
Hey, it worked, I guess.
I mean, I guess so. Do you want to hear about all the bullshit?
Oh God. Okay. Is there a wedding favor? Everybody goes home with like a Porsche or a fucking island.
I know. Could you? Yeah. What do you give as a favorite? I mean, I guess the whole thing. Honestly, though,
here's a salt and pepper shaker.
I'm such
and
a.
You can take the centerpiece home too if you want.
Could you imagine? This centerpiece must have been worth $1 million a piece,
right?
Like it had to be.
What kind of food? Like, what do you serve at that?
I don't even know.
I mean, it's a 4-day thing. I mean, I'm sure it's not a wedding that we're picturing. It's not like there's a DJ. I mean, I can't imagine. I'm sure there's live music, and they probably got like U2 playing the fucking wedding or something.
Yeah, I think it was Justin Bieber.
There you go.
Which cost $10 million, by the way, which they were criticizing Bieber for the other day.
Why?
I don't know. Because I think
he wants.
Yeah, who knows? But because this is, this is like, I don't know. It's the Middle East, not to sound terrible, but billionaires in the Middle East usually have a bit of a shady. They're not the cleanest characters ever. I'm not saying anything about these people.
That was incredibly racist.
It's not. I mean, just any billionaire in the Middle East is going to be. If you're on a fucking yacht in the Middle East, you've wronged some people. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm not saying any of that.
There's just. I mean, if you're on a yacht anywhere, you've wronged some people. I really should say, but I just feel like there's a lot of like, where would a drug dealer or an arms dealer is not hanging out in New Hampshire. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking living it up in Mumbai.
As far as we know, I have no idea what if they are.
No,
no one would suspect it.
But that's true. That's absolutely true. Okay, the actual marriage ceremony is taking across 3 days, starting in Friday. Let's see here. India's prime minister will be there. Boris Johnson, Tony Blair there. The Beckhams.
Man.
Kim and Chloe. Sorry.
Do they even know them, or is it just like we're just inviting all the big celebrities?
I think that's it. Like, that's what I think. Like, they're probably paying cash to have these people come.
I always I want to throw a party and just somehow invite every celebrity I can. If one of them replies, how cool would that be?
Right.
Like you invite like 200 celebrities, the biggest ones you could think of. If one of them says no and sends a gift, that's awesome. But if one of them goes, yeah, I'll be there, chances of that are very slim. But how cool would that be?
That would be cool. Well, there's people that are on like TikTok that do that for like a bit. Like that's their ongoing bit.
All right. Does it work?
Sometimes, you know what happens a lot of the times, like, they'll invite like a team or something, like they'll send it over to the Yankees or like a corporation or a business. And all those places like always send back like a gift card or some shit. Like they always send like a, send like a little something.
Right. Yeah, I don't know where I saw that. It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. It's a fucking great idea. All right. I thought I had a breakdown of the fucking cost of this whole thing, but I don't. So sorry.
Yeah. Everything costs a lot.
It's a fucking lot of money. 600 million. Like you couldn't even figure out how to do that. There was a Knicks player. I don't know. Did you see this today? This guy on the Knicks, he signed a 4-year extension with the Knicks, like a year earlier than he could have. Nobody's going to care about this, but there's a point to it. Stick with me. Jalen Brunson. Okay.
Yeah.
So he signs earlier than he should have, which he gets a 4-year contract at $156 million.
Whew.
Okay. I guess whatever with the salary cap, or I don't know how it works because there's like a weird player option thing. If he were to wait 1 year and sign that same exact extension, he would have gotten $269 million. So essentially, he saved the Knicks $113 million by signing early, which was his intention, because now they can use that extra salary cap money to go buy other good players so he can win a championship.
I mean, that's nice and all, but he's still getting 150 whatever the hell million.
That's what I said. And there was people that were criticizing him because they're like, you're ruining it for other players. You always got to get max value. And I agree with that. Like anybody, like not even a baseball player or basketball player, even if you're an accountant or a lawyer, like go get your max value. That is your right. If somebody's willing to pay you that money, go get it. That's the American way.
How do you figure out what the max value is? You got to compare it to other. What's the average? What's everybody else getting? How do I know what?
But how that
nobody likes to share.
Like, even any job or radio jobs and all that kind of stuff, you like, what's the salary? They tell you, and then you go, I need to make this much, and then all of a sudden they go, oh, okay, it's that.
Right. No, I get that, but it's like that's one thing about business that I don't understand. Nobody talks about how much they make.
Never.
And that should be a conversation. That should be like if you're in an office in a cubicle surrounded by other cubicles and people doing the same job. There should be hey, I make this much. How much are you making the same as me? We're doing the same job. We should be on the same level. Just to ensure, like, I guess that's, a union kind of a thing. That's what unions are for. But there are jobs where that's not the case. There's no union for, a small company that has like 12 employees. So, to sit there and go, well, I make this much. You should be making, we should be making the same thing. They don't have that. It's like a faux pas. You can't discuss what you make. It's like, why? That'll only help the situation, help you make more.
By the way, I feel like I don't think I'm digging a hole. I'm not saying like all Middle Easterners are bad. I'm just saying if you're a billionaire, and one of them were pharmaceutical company owners. So everybody, let's take a step of beating
I know you're saying if you're a rich person on a yacht, you're
probably wrong. Some people,
something's up. If you have enough money to spend $600 million on a wedding, that's you've. I can't imagine you made that money in a honest, completely honest way.
I mean, think about what people say about Bill Gates, for the love of God. Like, why would we think any other one of these people would be any bit different? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're all bad people, billionaires. I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And if you're just throwing around money like that willy-nilly, like I feel like you don't really give a shit about human beings. Like you don't have like a human connection.
That is a shit ton of money to just imagine how much. Imagine $600 million.
Yeah,
more than $500 million. You could take that and spend it on. You could feed a small country probably.
I know. And all right, so back to this Jalen Brunson kid. So he takes the deal to, again, he puts the Knicks in a better position so that they could spend more money elsewhere, and he's catching shit for it. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, Okay, I get that it's 113 million and that's a lot of money, but even at 156 million, which he's gonna make, I mean, he's gonna make 34 million dollars a year in his first year.
That's insanity.
He's got 156 million dollars. He can't spend that money unless you're throwing a wedding for in the Middle East, you know. But you can't spend that money in a lifetime. Like you'll never go broke.
If someone said, "Here's $600 million for you," you have to spend this on one event, I don't think I could do it. I'd be like, no. Can I have that cake? Well, that costs $1 million. Can you make it cost $10 million? Because I have no way to spend the rest of this money. Can you give me 10 of them?
Give me 10. Just pile up the cakes.
Just smash them on top of each other. It'll be fine.
Let me ask you a question.
Just have at it with a spoon.
Let me ask you a question. If we deep fried all the cakes, would that make it more expensive? Because I got money to spend here.
It can't be easy deep frying a wedding cake. There's got to be some sort of contraption. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, you have to build for that. I'm sure deep fried wedding cake. Has anybody ever done that?
Somebody should. Right? Somebody really should. But I'm just thinking about it. Like if you he's making $34 million. Let's say he went out and spent 25 and put 9 in the bank. Put another 9 in the bank the next year. Like just off of the interest alone, you're not going to go poor ever.
Ever. And plus, I'm sure he's going to have endorsements and whatever that. This is just his salary.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody was talking about that the other day on sport. I was listening to sports talk radio for whatever reason. And they were saying how Michael Jordan in his heyday made $4 million from the Bulls. That's all he ever made. And it was like
crazy.
In 1 year, he was making $4 million from the Bulls and like $75 million from Nike.
One day, it's just going to be, we're signing you, you're going to make a gajillion. It's just going to be some ridiculous number that it might as well be.
Yeah.
You know, some made-up ridiculous number that nobody's ever going to be able to spend in a lifetime. It's just, the number just gets more ridiculous and more ridiculous.
They criticize this kid because there's another guy on the team who's not as good as him, and he signed a 4-year, $212 million extension. So they're like, you're just devaluing yourself. But I applaud this kid.
That's a lot of, that's a shit ton of money for 4 years.
I know.
Most people, when I say most people, I mean fucking 99% of people won't see that in their lifetime ever, even come close to that.
Yeah. It's easy to throw like number figures around, but like that guy's making $60 million more. $60 million. Like most people don't realize if you make $250,000 to $300,000, let's even say combined household income, you're pretty well off. I think over 400,000 and you're in that top 1%, like 60 million. Like it's just, if you were working, let's say you invent something or whatever, and now you're in that factory and you're making it and you're overseeing it, right? And you 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years go by and you got $60 million in the bank. Would you show up for work at all anymore?
Never. I would make sure I fulfilled whatever agreement was for $60 million. You know, if I had to work for 4 years for $60 million,
just walk away.
I would do that job, and then I'd be like, I'm done. See ya.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I can't even understand a billionaire, because I'm like, once you hit like 100 million, what was the motivation to go back into the office that next day?
Why would you keep going?
Yeah,
you don't need anything ever again. You're fine.
Yeah.
Because they want a bigger house, a jet, a this, a that. They just want more and more shit. Oh. And it's just, once I have this, I can get the next thing and then the next thing. It just becomes you want the latest and the newest and the most expensive thing, and it just snowballs from there. It just keeps going. Can
I tell you something? In my wildest dreams, in my wildest fantasies, if I had this guy's contract, the most houses, and this might sound a little nutty for people who are struggling out there, but the most houses I could ever imagine owning, 3. That is it.
That's it. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
It would be, I'd go in the city. I'd get a nice place in the city. I'd get a nice place out in the Hamptons, and I get a nice place somewhere tropical, Florida, Turks and Caicos, whatever, somewhere down there. Nice place. Done. That is it. So I don't want anything else.
I'd get a nice somewhere local, like city, New York, wherever. Tropical, and then like a cabin, somewhere like near a lake or somewhere secluded where I could just go and like not have to deal with noise and people and everybody. Somewhere I could just get away, That's
not. No, it's good. It's not weird at all.
I think those are the three.
That's not a red flag for being a serial killer or anything like that. So you should feel good about that. It's weird now.
Dick. Like a ski lodge or a fucking,
Yeah, that would be cool.
Big cat, by a lake, somewhere nice and relaxing. That's my point.
Don't get me wrong. I would fucking travel and go visit places, but I can't even. Sure. Like I think I've talked about this before. I knew a couple of like these property managers that run these houses for these rich people. It's a full-time job.
Yeah, I can't imagine. And the size of the houses, it's got to be insane, because my wife and I were two people and our dog. I can't imagine living in a house that has, 18 bathrooms and 12. I can't, all these gigantic mansions, like these like actors and whoever have. You see these photos like on TMZ. This is so and so's $20 million mansion, and it's gigantic. And it's like, well, how many people are living in that?
How you living?
3. And
can I tell you something without hurting your feelings?
All the rooms.
Your house is too big for what you need. It's too big. You live in. It's too big. How many bedrooms is your house? Is it like
3?
3? That's all it is. It feels like it's a 4-bedroom.
It is not 4.
Not 4.
Okay, 3, and then a basement.
Dexter needs his gift wrapping room.
That's true. And the library. No.
You guys have how much do you? Because I feel like Janine is in the same situation where Janine. I feel like I don't put weird people's information out there, but she's got a 2-floor house. I don't even know if she ever goes up to that 2nd floor. Like they live on the 1 floor.
So you have the same thing.
No, I know I do, but I have. We're a family of 4. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a big family. Like I don't have
it in case you need to stay over.
We have a very small house.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
You guys do not have a small house. You have a big house and a nice yard.
With normal size
using
house.
it for someone else.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Do you guys walk around your house and go, "We need more space"? Do you do that? Because it's sounding.
We don't, but we don't have a big house.
Right.
Oh, I think you have a big house.
Everybody on our block is bumped out. On the top. The houses used to be pointy on top, and now they're like square. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called, I think, bumping out, and we haven't, and we look like we look like a cottage. We look like
it's like everybody's house, and then us, and then everybody's house.
Is that right?
Hobbits, we live in our little hobbit hole, and
I know, but you have like a poker table in your how like that. You got fucking room. You know what I'm saying?
We have a poker table, and it's.
Yeah, but it doubles as our dining room table at Thanksgiving. I'm done talking about this.
Who won the big pot that night? You never shared that with me.
First of all, you never even visited our aviary, and Prickly Pete and Snoopy are getting jealous.
All I know is Frank's got multiple televisions in multiple rooms on multiple floors.
We have 2 TVs in the entire house.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I got too. I got 2 TVs.
So shut up. What do you want?
I'm just saying, like Janine too. Like there's a whole upstairs they never go in. I don't think I've ever been upstairs in her house. So to your point, and we have normal people size houses. Like those people. I don't know. I feel like you can't
You're very judgy on this episode. You're very. You guys have this, and we do it perfectly. People on yachts are assholes, and it's like, holy shit.
The excess is like it's.
There's no we don't have excess. We have very.
No, not us. I'm saying those, like the rich people. I'm saying those people. Like I think you live in a house you have a big house. I think Janine lives in a big house where she doesn't even use half the fucking house. So if you, like you were just saying, you have these like 18-bedroom homes, like what are those people doing in those homes?
This is interesting. When my parents had friends who lived in, I think, Avon, Connecticut, and they had such a big house, and it was just the 2 of them, that they actually put a Post-it on the bathroom after the cleaning lady came, and if it was still there, it means neither of them used it that week, and she didn't have to clean that one.
That's a good system. But
that's a great system. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like, I went there and I was like, "What does this Post-it mean?" They're like, "Oh, just ignore it, but just take it off the door." I was like, "Oh, okay."
But I just think it's too. Getting back to my point, we talk about all this millions of dollars. Like I said, if you make 400,000, you're in the top 1%. If you make 250 to 300,000, you are living wonderfully. You're living super comfortable,
more than comfortable.
To shit on this guy for leaving money on the table doesn't make any sense. Oh, and here's the other part of it, especially with these athletes. They're throwing out all these crazy contracts, and I get that's the economics of it. But have you tried to buy a ticket to a sporting event recently? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's why the salaries are gigantic, and who's paying those salaries is obviously advertisers. But then all of a sudden the ticket prices go through the roof.
It's like this has got to stop at some point. I don't want to sound like a crazy socialist, but
look at Aaron showed me today. Remember today there was that quick. It was about Arizona iced tea.
Oh, the CEO. Yeah.
Is Erin still? Yeah. So they were saying, oh, why don't you raise prices? Why don't you, you can do all this stuff and the CEO's like, we're a successful company. We don't need to overcharge and do all this stuff. That they like deliver at weird hours so that it's not too expensive and it gets there quicker and all this stuff. That's amazing. They don't advertise, right?
They use less aluminum, so if you have Arizona, it will get warmer faster than other cans, but that's how they save money, and they also deliver at night.
Right.
Which I found interesting.
And they're like, why don't you, grow and want to make more money next year? And they're like, we're successful. We're good.
Yeah.
And I think that's admirable in this.
It's so admirable.
I hate that. We made this much last year. Next year, we got to double it. It's like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, I get you want to grow, but like there's growing, and then there's just an insane drive towards we have to just keep going and making more and making more.
And listen, I get that companies need to grow. Companies need to grow. That's important. But like I saw a criticism the other day of Nike. They're like, yeah, Nike's losing market share. Like they're doing terrible. It's like, where they have nowhere else to go. What you're talking about of beating that last year's thing is disgusting at Nike, because it's like you can't not every single human being is going to wear a fucking Nike shoe.
Yeah, at some point you're going to level off and you're going to see that as a failure somehow.
And it's not. There's nothing wrong with maintaining your market share,
I don't understand this.
If one part drops off, you figure out another part, to keep things where they're going. But that Arizona, I saw that guy. He's like, everybody makes good money. He's like, we're employed, have this health insurance. It's like, and then the reporter was like, well, are you going to raise the price ever? And he's like, I'm going to try not to, We
got a good product. This is what it is. It's successful, and there's no need to change anything.
Yeah, we need a little bit more of that. Again, this is not socialist talk. I'm not saying everybody should be equal.
The greed has just got to be tampered down just a little.
It's fucking crazy. It really is crazy.
Because what happens is we all get hammered with, we get nickel and everything, everything goes up because profits need to go up. It's like, well, then everybody complains about prices, and it's well, because every company has to beat last year's quota or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
and that's when the prices go up, and you don't make any more money, but now everything costs more. It's like, well, what do you want?
JLO is in the Hamptons, Frankie C, and she went to A La Mode, which is an ice cream spot in East Hampton. Left a $50 tip for everybody. Got a mini cone.
$50 tip for each person, or just one $50?
No, she got a mini cone and left a $50 tip.
It's good.
Too little, too late, JLO.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have several problems with this. One, mini cones should not even be offered. Who's getting a mini cone?
How big is a mini cone?
It's not a large cone.
One scoop ice.
I think they take the spoon, the little taster spoon, and just kind of like prop it up there.
I feel like the taster spoon should be edible.
That would be nice.
We don't need to make them out of plastic. You make them out of, like what's that dipping candy, that sugary stick that you dip into like the sugar. Remember, that
like the sticks or whatever.
Dip. Yeah, I don't remember what
you're sharing all your culinary new ideas.
I do have a lot of ideas.
I mean, you had 2 great ideas today, but
thank you.
Everybody has them.
Okay, well, I just want it to be done. I'm not going to do it, so I don't want it to just get done. Someone do it.
Call that Arizona Iced Tea CEO. He seems like a nice fella. He might be able to make it happen.
Like a sweetheart.
Yeah. So mini cones, I don't agree with, because you're like, oh, but what about kids? No, kids love a huge ice cream cone. Like, there's no limit.
They may not eat the whole thing, but
they just want it. Yeah, right. They want it. So unnecessary for a mini cone. I don't know why that's a thing. To Erin's point, yeah. I mean, it's a little too late. I think I don't know what she's doing, trying to get some good press back or be polite to people here.
Well, is this a usual thing for her? Does she go to places and tip?
No,
big?
It's the opposite. No. Yeah. Her ex-husbands and Ben Affleck have both said that they give big tips, and then she comes around and asks for either all of it or a huge portion of it back. And people, and it's just a horrible thing to do. Wow. And it's not one of those things where it's rumored. People who have dated her have said, and Ben Affleck has told her, stop it. Like, I'm the one tipping. You know what I mean? Like, stop it. And now it's like, oh, I bought a mini cone and left $50. It's like, are you kidding me? Is that what you think is going to rehabilitate your image? Sorry, I added several A's to that word.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Look what Anthony did to Hamster.
Hamster rule. Yeah, you're good. You're good. And then she also went to A La Mode, which, nothing against that place. It's in East Hampton, but there are far better ice cream places out in the Hamptons.
Where do you want her to go? Baskin Robbins is fine, I guess, but
yeah, but I don't know. It's just not. There's just better places to go.
She should have called you. Hey, where should I go?
She should have. I think Erin makes a great point. I think she just did it for publicity. That's what I think she did, because she also was posting a bunch on social from where she was. So I think she was like, hey, everybody, just, over here confirming I'm out in the Hamptons, in case you hear that ice cream story.
Did the George Costanza, and I always take care of my paisanos.
100%. I think that's exactly what it was. All right. I'm told the hamster story is very boring, so let's skip it. Let's go right to game time.
Oh, but there's a hamster in a guy's pants.
Yeah, that's really it. That's where the beginning.
Enjoy. Use your imaginations, people.
Yeah.
Was that at the ice cream shop?
Clickbait. No, yeah, no.
He gets his own mini cone, the hamster.
Yeah. I'll take a mini cone, please. Just mini. Just make it.
Just for the hamster.
I see you have a regular cone. You know what you should have? You should have a mini cone, just for people that are just watching. Just
get out.
That's what I think. Get the fuck out.
Get out of here.
It's an ice cream shop. What is this? Weight Watchers? You see a fucking salad here? I go into ice cream stores now and I go, I'd like a sugar cone, but I'm going to go waffle because I need to maximize my caloric intake here.
Waffle cones are amazing.
I bet they love you there, Aunt.
Oh, they're a big fan. First name basis. They go, hey, Aunt. I go, oh, you guys watch the podcast? I go, no, you're the fat bastard keeping this place afloat.
You're like Norm.
It's my spot in the bar. All right, what do we got here, Erin? Put a finger down.
Yeah, it's called Last Man Standing, but there's a flip-flop now. Is it okay if you put me on?
Yeah, I can do this.
Okay.
We have the technology.
We do.
Hey.
So it doesn't help that I'm on, but I just wanted to. I don't know. I feel like it'll help a little bit. So with this game, you don't need a pen. You don't need a paper. Sorry, I'm shaky. Why can't I get this to center? Oh, there we go. Okay, so you just need to hold up 5 fingers to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guide you through it, but you can never have more than 5 fingers up. It's always 5 is the most. But those of you who played Last Man Standing before, if you have to put a finger down with this particular version of the game, just because you get to 0, you are not out. Okay? And the other rules are, the rest we'll just do as we go along. But the other rules are, if you can't think of one, you have to put a finger down.
Yeah, that counts as a strike.
If it's the one where you put the finger up, If you can't think of one, you cannot put your finger up. So basically, I'm going to flip-flop. I'm going to say finger up if you do this, finger up, down if you do that. And at the end, everyone who has 5 fingers up wins.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Okay, how many items do we have here?
20, is that okay?
Yep, let's go. Let's roll.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right, put your 5 fingers up and think of a Peanuts character. You know, like Charlie Brown?
Okay.
Everybody good?
Yes.
I'm good.
Okay, I want you to put a finger down if you said Linus.
I was thinking Woodstock.
I went with Charlie Brown.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody playing along. If you thought of Linus, then you have to put a finger down. Okay.
Okay, next up is a holiday, but I want you to put a finger up if you said Valentine's Day. So if you have 5 up, you can't put another one up, but if you put one down before, you can put it back up if you've said Valentine's Day. Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth.
Now I didn't think of one in time because I didn't know we were ready to go. I'm sorry. That's on me. So that's a finger down.
If what?
Yeah, because you didn't get it in time. Sorry.
I didn't get one in time. I snoozed.
Okay. Next up is a Disney character with their name in the title.
Disney character with the name in the title. Everybody go. All right. Got it.
Name of the title of what? The movie?
Yeah, so a Disney character whose name is in the title.
Okay.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Put a finger down if you said Cinderella.
Ooh.
Aladdin.
Dumbo.
Ooh.
I am Moana.
I don't think that's a song. Is that a song?
It is.
All right. I'll take your word for that.
Moana 2 is coming out. I'm very excited. Shut up.
Why?
A live action one too, I think.
Really?
Is it because she's older, so you don't feel as bad to masturbate to her now?
No.
Jeez.
That's not it. Moana's going to have to become a MILF before I could masturbate to her.
So if anybody said Cinderella or was thinking Cinderella, you have to put a finger down, right?
Correct. I have 4 fingers up. I'm getting to the age now where holding fingers up is painful. I'm like, Jesus.
This is blood flowing.
We got to figure something else out.
Let's do fingers like this.
I'm gonna need a fake hand, so I don't have to go through all this hard work.
Okay.
All right.
Next one. Okay. A color in Roy G. Biv.
What?
You know
Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, blue,
green, blue, indigo, violet. So don't go like crazy.
Oh, just pick one?
Pick one of those.
Just pick one. I'm
Okay.
gonna get off camera now.
I got it.
Okay. Put a finger up if you said green.
I said
Violet.
I said
red.
Blue. Now, if you didn't get green, you stay the same, right?
Yep.
All right. Also, if you have 5 fingers up and your instructions were to put a finger up, you stay at 5. You don't go to 6.
That was rule number 1.
I tried. I pitched Erin like, let's go with at least a middle finger bonus, and she turned it down. So just
if you get down to 1, feel free.
Yeah.
All right, Erin.
Okay, next up is a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U, not Y. I'm being stingy.
Okay.
And put a finger down if you said E.
Oh, me. I said E.
Oh, I said I.
A.
Hey, so we stay. We don't do anything.
How many fingers you got, Erin? Janine?
4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
3 of
I'm
us are
sorry. I
holding
mean
it 4.
7.
Okay.
All right, we also got 4 up here on the pod. All right, Erin.
Let us know in the chat how many you got up.
This is a Clue board game character, so it's not the movie. It's those little pieces. So you have 6 choices only. There's no Wadsworth. There's no Yvette. It's just the little pieces of 6. 3 men, 3 women. And you can put a finger up if you said Colonel Mustard.
Damn.
Boom.
Oh, I should have said. I should have said that because I knew the whole Martin Mull thing. But I said Professor Plum.
Can I tell you something? It was only because of the Martin Mull conversation the other day that I even remembered a character name. Because I don't remember.
Couldn't think of the other ones. Professor Plum, Mr. Green, Mrs. White, Miss Scarlet, and who am I missing?
Miss Peacock.
Miss Peacock. Yeah.
Couldn't remember any of those. It all sounds familiar now that you're saying it, but I could not conjure that up.
All right.
All right, I got 5 fingers. You got 4, Janine?
I still got 4.
Okay, baby.
Who did you say?
I didn't think anybody.
So what happens there? You don't do anything, right?
No, because there's a chance to earn a finger, so she stays the same.
I don't know character names for that either, even though that was one of my favorite movies. Go ahead.
Right, so for people in the chat, Paul says doesn't know. So basically, each question has its own rule. Either you put a finger up or put a finger down. You have to listen to Erin's instructions. If you match what she says, it might be put a finger up or put a finger down. If you don't match what she says, it might be put a finger up or put a finger down. But the goal is to have the most fingers up, maximum of 5 by the end of the game.
Sorry. And on the rare chance, on the rare chance that you're out, you can come back. If you get down to 0,
because then a finger could come back up and you could start over and keep going. Right.
Okay. Next up is a state in the U.S.
Oh, any state in the U.S.
Got mine.
Okay.
Jay?
Thank God I know this. Go ahead.
Put a finger down if you said Idaho.
No, you're not a hoe.
Nah.
That's sweet of you.
I said Arizona.
I said Arizona too. Janine?
Me too.
Hey. Nice.
Isn't that weird?
Get the hell out of here. Because of the drink we were talking about?
It's because you were talking about Arizona.
Oh, yeah, Arizona iced tea. So see how your minds listen.
But I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking, I said Nevada first, and then I went, you know what? Why not Arizona?
Paul says J Sab's 3 fingers in. When is she not? I mean, come on.
Talk to my husband? What?
All right. Go ahead, Erin.
All right. This is for the diehards of the podcast. A drink mentioned in the AOA cocktail episode.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus.
Am I blanking now?
Me too.
I only know what I said leading up to it, so I don't know if that counts, but we'll see.
I got one.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay. Put a finger up if you said nightstand punch.
Bam. It's the only one I could remember because it was the best.
Thank God it was finger up because I didn't have anything.
So back at 5, baby.
Janine?
I said espresso martini.
All right, but it's a finger up, so we don't change. Okay, Erin.
Okay, the next up is a president on Mount Rushmore.
Got it.
Everybody got it?
Got it.
Okay, put a finger down if you said Lincoln.
Damn it.
Which you all did.
Washington.
I said Washington first.
I said Washington too.
And then I said, you know what? I'm going to change it to Lincoln.
Well, I was hoping that he actually was on there. Okay, go ahead.
I thought about changing it to Lincoln. I go, I'm not 100% sure he's on there.
Right.
Are you serious?
Maybe Roosevelt, Jefferson, maybe. I'm not even
Jefferson's on there.
He's on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go. You got him. All right. Next up is a soda.
Any kind of soda. Okay.
The
brand name or just the type of soda?
The brand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny because I thought it was soda and fighting between 2 brands in my head. Okay, got it.
Put a finger up if you said Sprite.
Damn it. Oh, I mean, that's good.
We only have 5, yeah. I said Barks root beer. You said Sprite?
I said Sprite.
J Sabs?
I'll say Fanta, as my daughter says it. Ugh.
Yeah, Fanta's
fucking kills me when she says it like that.
But you don't get to put a finger up.
Right.
All right, Erin.
All right, now you got a 50-50 shot. Truth or dare? Pick one.
Oh, let me just tell you something. Wait, it's funny that you say that because my daughter just started playing that, and I'm like, "Where did you get this from?"
Wow, weird.
And I know, and she tried to fucking get me because she got punished, so her tablet was taken away. So she goes, Mom, truth or dare? I'm like, dare. She goes, I dare you to give me back my tablet.
Oh man, you walked right into that.
I was like, no, but it was like a couple of hours after that. I'm like, absolutely fucking not.
She got you with a loophole. Now you got to give it back.
Okay, I know.
All right, so truth or dare?
Okay, put a finger down if you said dare.
Damn.
Damn.
I always go for the dares.
Yeah, it's more exciting.
You know me.
I said truth.
J-Sabs, you can't pick truth around your daughters. There's just too many things they could ask, but you just can't.
Good point. All right, how many do we have left to go here, Aaron?
8. That okay?
Okay.
All right, a color on a traffic light. There's only 3, unless you live somewhere else.
Got it.
Okay. Put a finger up if you said red.
Damn it. Yellow.
I said yellow too, but
I said red, so I have 4 now.
Okay.
Right? How many am I supposed to have?
5 max, but you can't get more than 5.
No,
I
know I can't.
At the end of the game, you win.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is lucky number 13, a citrus fruit.
Okay.
Got it.
Put a finger down if you said lime.
Oh, no.
Clementine.
You're an idiot.
You loophole son of a...
What is that? What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
I just think you're an idiot.
I'm just trying to get in. You guys all make fun of each other. I thought it'd be fun to try out. It ended up not being so great at all.
I don't know how's Clementine a loophole?
I don't know. Again, I tried to be one of the boys. Didn't work out. And yes, J-Sabs, I'm including you in one of the boys.
That's so funny. Because I'm like, Clementine or tangerine? I'm like, what do I say for at?
Oh, God.
Just say orange.
Why? What'd you say, J-Sabs?
Pineapple.
Oh, that's good.
That's citrus? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Shit.
Frank, what'd you say?
Go on.
Grapefruit.
Great. Okay. So next up is a food that starts with the letter B.
Damn it. That should have been Q.
Q. What is a quince? Food that starts with what? A B?
Yeah, with a B. Sorry.
Okay, I got one.
Okay. Put a finger up if you said bread.
Nope.
Oh, I said butter.
Brussels sprouts.
I said banana, of course. Anything phallic shaped.
Bratwurst.
Linderella is calling for a Clementine loophole shirt.
That's funny.
The old Clementine loophole.
Oh,
Classic.
my loophole. Oh, my loophole. Oh, my darling loophole.
Okay. Right, we got no breads here. There is a banana match, though. Okay.
All right. This is another 50-50. This or that?
You can get with this, or you can get with that.
I think.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Put a finger down if you said this.
Oh,
damn! I said that. I'm not gaining.
I think I get with this because this is where it's at. That's what I was going with.
But you should get with that, though.
That.
I'm down to 4 now.
All
so
right.
if you said this, you drop a finger.
J-Sabs?
That.
Okay. No improvement. What do you got? 3 or 4? I forget.
What?
J-Sabs.
Right now, I have 3.
All right. So Frank and I 4. J-Sabs 3. 3 for Robin. 4 for Miss Justice. Okay, Aaron.
Okay. A Scooby-Doo character. Let's not go crazy like with the ghost that runs the carnival. You know what I mean?
A regular.
Mr. Loophole.
Part of the mystery team or whatever the hell they call themselves. The gang.
Okay.
Okay. Finger up if you said Velma.
Jinkies.
I said Scooby-Doo himself.
Loser.
Velma? Who said Velma?
Paul said Thelma. It's Velma. Should we give it to
Velma.
him?
No. Sorry,
different.
Paul, I really like you. But...
No, damn it.
Denied.
No.
Maybe if you use the Clementine loophole.
Yes. You should have said Clementine, Velma. I didn't even fuck. Jay
Sorry,
Sabs?
Paul.
I said Thelma too.
Oh my God.
I know.
Paul Collier, police cop, and Jay Sabs denied.
Let's get out of here, Scoob.
Can you even? I was having trouble thinking of Shaggy's name. I couldn't think of it.
Shaggy, Scooby, Fred, Velma, and Daphne, and Scrappy.
Yep.
Okay.
Puppy power.
All right. Frank,
Okay, this is
me, Janine. Go ahead. Sorry.
This is a blood type, which is both the letter and the positive or negative.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay, got it.
Okay, finger down if you said AB negative.
Oh, negative.
Me too.
Because of the band.
Yeah, very good. Prognosis negative.
Jay Sabs?
I said O positive.
Oh.
Which is what I am, I believe. Yes. What are you?
Lindarella says Matthew Lillard.
That is a blood type.
I don't think that's a blood type.
I don't even know what blood type I am. Do you?
I do.
You should know. I bet Cuddles knows. Seriously, wives always know their husband's blood type.
You know your husband's blood type?
Hell yeah.
Janine?
Do I know my husband's? No, I don't think he even knows his home.
Thank you. Yeah, she's going to let him die.
I know what he's allergic to. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, because you tried to feed it to him.
I know what will destroy him.
Yeah.
But not what will save him.
No.
Wait, I have a question for you. This is going to be a very odd question.
Great.
Can I put my hand down for a second?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Did you ever see the movie Smile?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Stupid.
Was it dumb?
It was good. You didn't see it.
You smile and people smile at you, then you die. Get the fuck out of here. Get away from me.
Okay.
You were not on the promotional team for that.
No.
Boy, sounds like Anthony would have preferred Frown, you grumpy little guy.
Right.
I never saw I didn't even get past the trailer. I saw the first 4 seconds and I go, I already know the premise of this movie. It can go fuck itself. Am I wrong?
Right.
You're a little wrong.
It's like a virus or a disease that gets spread through smiling or some bullshit? Okay.
No. That's not what it is. Do you remember the ad campaign with that when they were at baseball games sitting in the background
smiling
and just smiling at the camera? That was kind of creepy. That was cool.
Hated all of it.
I saw the trailer for Smile 2 and I'm like, why have I never seen Smile 1? Because, I am a big horror movie freak, and I don't know why I never saw that one.
Yeah, I'd recommend it for you if you like. Yeah, check out Smile. It's good and creepy.
Let's see if this guy can download it illegally. Okay.
That's good.
All right,
it's available to stream. It's on stuff.
Now I have to look that up instead of paying attention. Okay.
My neighbor's got a dog. I'll film him taking a shit, and I'll put that on loop for you for an hour and a half. This way, you don't have to worry about downloading Smile.
Man, you really hate that movie.
Stupid.
Is an ex starring in it or something? What
no,
the hell?
I just can't. I have no patience for just others to. Why are they smiling? Who's dying? Fuck off. I can't. I can't waste my life with that. Life is too precious, honestly.
You can't spend 90 minutes watching a movie.
And they're all like, give me the fuck. Let me tell you something. I would have turned down the starring role in that movie. So you're like, I'm not gonna smile on screen for you for fucking 2 hours. Go fuck off.
Man,
I'm sorry. Sorry.
You are.
I don't know
mood.
I don't know how that gets made. Yeah, I haven't eaten all day.
Got a low blood sugar. You need a Snickers. You're not yourself.
Oh my god!
We give you a Snickers. You turn into Betty White.
You're like, let's give that movie a chance, everybody. All right, good. Aaron, what do we got next?
All right. In honor of Anthony, the next one is a 50-50 sugar or spice.
Ooh.
All right, I got mine.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Oh god.
Right,
Damn.
ready.
Damn. Damn,
It's
I
one
hate
of
you.
two.
You
What
gotta
the
choose
hell?
one.
Just pick one. This isn't the SATs.
I would say spice.
You don't have to say it out
Didn't
loud.
even do it yet.
You're so multitasking. You're obviously looking up
I am. I'm sorry.
Smile.
Now I got. Now I'm totally.
All right, what do you got, Aaron? At least you can't lie about it.
Instagram ad suckered me in.
Put a finger up if you said sugar.
I said sugar, but I'm still at 5. I was at 5 before.
Yeah,
5.
I'm at 2. I don't know.
Yeah, Snickers for the table. Exactly, Robin.
Is that the end of the game? Because I got 5 fingers up. Did I win?
No, 2 more.
All right.
You could lose this one.
Damn it.
A woodwind instrument.
All right, let's define that for everybody.
the-
You know, because there's some slow
It's
people in the audience.
instrument that you blow into. It's not a
Got it.
violin. It's not a
Got it.
piano.
You got it, everybody out there? Okay.
Everybody got that?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for refraining from the blowing jokes, Janine. Okay.
you
I don't think she's paying
obviously
attention.
multitasking. Okay, cool. All right. Finger down if you said clarinet.
Nice. I said oboe.
Recorder.
Oh my god.
Okay, so if you have 5 fingers up at this point, you've won. But for those at 4, you still have one more chance with one of 3 choices. Anthony, Frank, or roommate.
Wow.
Oh,
We're picking on size of penis, correct?
Negative.
Oh.
You know, that was the Rorschach test of this. If that's what you think, then go for it, man. Whatever you want to do.
Who's got the biggest hammer? Your opinions. All right, I got mine.
Okay. Put a finger up if you said roommate. And it's not penis size. It's just the dream.
I said Anthony and I said roommate.
I base that off of both penis size and who I like the most.
All right, guys. If you have 5 fingers up at this point, you won.
Yay.
Congratulations on surviving the first last man standing flip flop.
Oh, last man standing flip flop. I like that.
ooh.
That was fun. Nice little twist on the last man standing.
Yeah.
Very
All
good.
right. Well done, Aaron. Appreciate you.
Great
Everyone
job.
have a great weekend. Everyone see Smile. Bye.
Yes. Great movie. Smile. Despite Anthony's not seeing it and saying it's terrible.
It's terrible. Any closing thoughts, Jay Sams?
I'm not going to be here next week. Sorry.
Okay. What you got on
Are you
vacation?
on?
I'm going away with my school friends. Oh, I'm kidding. It is my daughter's birthday, so we are taking her away someplace.
The
You
whole
want
week.
me to give you a clue?
Yes.
There's chocolate there.
Mm. Mm.
And
Switzerland.
The bodega. Oh, yours is better.
Thank you.
and yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
For a
are
whole
you-
week?
No.
Oh.
No, but I'm going to pretend I'm there the whole week so I don't have to be on the show.
All right. Well, enjoy that. I love a chocolate bar. Just saying. I didn't get anything from the last time you visited there. Did you, Frank?
No, I'll take a quilt if you're passing through that area.
Lovely quilts in the Pennsylvania area.
God, I love the Amish.
Yeah, me too.
The Amish men. Oh, Jebediah.
All right. Good Lord. This is a weird episode.
But we did it. We accomplished it, Frankie C. Back-to-back shows.
Somehow.
They said it couldn't be done. Here we are.
I still think it wasn't. Pick up Oval. Erin wrote a great book called Oval. It's available on Amazon. You can download it or buy a physical copy.
Yes, both choices are yours. Put a finger down if you're buying a physical copy. That's the last. There you go. Nice.
Yes.
Nice, my friend. All right, thanks to Erin, J Sabs, Frankie C, all of you. What a wonderful week of podcasts. We'll have some more clips on all our social sites, and enjoy your weekend.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now.